Welcome back to Banner Talk Hip Hop. I'm gonna get right into the questions. I need to know:
Here we
is
go.
this the best beef of all time?
Oh, for sure.
Oh man, that's a crazy question.
All time.
For sure.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
there? You there? It's already at 100 for you.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'll probably say so because but a lot of it is because I lived it. So it's like, of course, like this my era shit. I'm gonna claim it. I lived through
Yeah.
this beef. We saw it, in real time. Like,
Yeah.
got to see some, yeah, nah. And then, nah, for sure. For sure.
The reason. So yeah, the reason I personally think so. The reason I think so is because of how quick we got songs. Because like in the last 2 weeks, it's been what, 7 songs, and that's not even counting uh, just like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel, to me it feels like a battle rap over wax. Like just because of how fast it was going, it was like okay, round one, you go, and then next person like rebuttals and like all that shit. That shit felt like a on stage battle to me personally. But yeah, I think I'd have to get us to Edge because every other battle took so long. It was like years. It was like you
Mhm.
got a song on your album, and then somebody else might drop on a mixtape, and then you have to wait 2 years for the person to drop an album or whatever in order to hear like a rebuttal or anything like that. And yeah, I think just content, how personal it got to kind of adds to it. What you think, Eddie?
yeah, I think so. I think strictly just off social media alone. So, but
Yeah,
also social media can make it like underwhelming too because then you got sides that'll never leave who their favorite artist is. But I think, but just solely based off like how rapid the responses were, um, obviously the caliber. Uh, but yeah, I think you call this the greatest beef of all time.
Yeah, for
yeah, I think
sure.
so.
For
I
sure. For
think so.
sure.
I still kind of like, because of what Eddie said with the whole fan base thing not budging, and now we got like both fan bases making excuses about who's this and lies and all that shit. Like everybody's like fact checking. It's like you know you you kind of lost when you start like fact checking somebody low key,
Yeah,
because like could you imagine Loaded Lux or somebody being on stage and it's somebody at Google like right behind them and like that was a lie, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
that was a lie. Like it's I don't know, the whole like fact checking everything and saying whoever drops receipts is the winner. I think that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I feel like only people who want to give Drake the edge is doing that. That's
That's
how I feel.
crazy.
Because you're poor. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
What?
why is that
Say it, bro.
crazy? Why is that crazy?
No,
Say it,
because
bro.
I feel like you setting me up right now.
No,
Because
not even.
I was saying,
Kendrick fans in the street dancing
I'm more about like, because I guess on the side of the validity, like I guess I was one of those people
I
that was
forgot.
kind of like, hold on.
Look, I forgot
Nah,
you
nigga,
even said.
look, no, 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 no.
My
See,
bad.
nah, this nigga wanted Eddie. This nigga want me to be
I
a
was on
Drake
social
hater, so
media.
he want me to be the Drake lover so bad. He said if you worried about validity, you love Drake, nigga. Like
No, I said I feel like
you
only
defended
Drake fans
Drake.
are doing that. Only Drake fans are doing that.
I
Look,
will say though,
man.
Kendrick fans are they're doing it, but not like that. You know, they're doing it to
Because
their
they
own
felt like
way. Like,
they won. Yeah, I feel like
yeah,
they do it because they feel like they're not doing it as much because they feel like they won,
yeah,
or they feel like Kendrick won.
Yeah, it's
It's just the fact checking thing is so silly to me because
yeah, it's
like
I
when did we
think
start doing this in hip hop beef? Like nobody ever fact checked any other beef. Maybe because of the like how serious the allegations are, or,
yeah.
whatever. But like,
Low key, I was just like, damn, like just to be, and I'm so out the loop with shit. So I was just like, whoa, like you just throwing that jacket on a nigga, like, whoa, we just call a nigga
yeah,
like you know what I mean, like. So I was like, hold on, all right? Let me see where the leads are to this, like. because I know that's the. I mean, I guess because of the
What'd you find?
allegations, like,
But this has been an
and
ongoing thing.
so, but I didn't know, like me, bro. I didn't like. I guess consider me the general public that just like we not. I'm not checking in for like. I be writing songs myself and shit. Like I be busy, so it's
Yeah,
like so like when I finally go back and see, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga did kiss a girl on stage. It is there. Um, I guess, and it is, and I guess this nigga has been in like DMs of like of like a few. I think like he's cool with the girl from Stranger Things, and so it's like I'm like, all right, there's a lot of angles there. Like there's an opening there. So I'm like, okay, like and like you said, it's battle rap. So let's expand on it. Let's make a picture. Let's make it.
yeah.
So like,
You find a chink in the armor
you
and
know what
try
I
to
mean?
open it up. Yeah,
Yeah. So it was like with this. So I guess when I was like the like where like where do you just come out with that? Like to just you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, and then Kendrick beating his wife. Like, okay, I just want to see where the leads was to where to even come out with that. Like, because I mean, yeah, it's creative and we can do all that, but I was like, if there's a chance that that those little openings of truth, even just to expand on, I just wanted to see where it starts at, where's the roots of that. So, um, but then when you take out the validity, I think Drake has some strong punches. I mean, trying to expand on shit, but Kendrick just okay, I put it like this. Like Drake had his too. Drake. I feel like Drake used his turbo too soon in the battle. He tried to Meek Mill him with them two songs. And then Kendrick comes back with his two songs in a short period of time. And I feel like he did way more. He did way more. He did way more with that. So that's why I'm gonna give it to Kendrick. Like I didn't like. I probably say the 616 in LA was probably like my least favorite out of that. Just
That
because I
was
feel
that
like
out
was.
of just what
I mean,
Kendrick dropped or what?
you said what?
no, go
Just out
ahead.
of what Kendrick dropped or
Yeah,
both?
out of all of Kendrick's drops, right?
That was probably the one with Drake.
Hey, real shit, real quick though. I said real shit, real quick though. Six
Yeah.
sixteen might have been technically the weakest one, but it might be the most important one.
Think so.
Okay.
I think people are sleeping on 616 because of what the message was, and he was low key warning him.
Yeah, it's a warning shot.
Like it was like, I know you're
And
dropping tonight. You should probably not
No, no,
because
no,
of
no. I
this,
think
this,
the
and this.
opposite. I think the opposite. I think it was a warning shot, but I think he used it as bait to have him drop again. He put the pressure back on him because he
Okay,
dropped
you think
two.
it was
He,
more?
he, he
I can see
dropped
it.
he dropped two like immediately, and I
Mhm.
think it was a warning shot, but it was more of a bait and switch type of thing.
huh.
I think
To
he
make it
wants
feel like the pressure
yeah
was back on Drake
he
and he
wants
knew he
he
had something,
yeah
so
he wants him to drop
so
quick.
that he could drop Meet the
He
Grams.
he wants him to drop quick because then he'll get his quote unquote atomic bomb out sooner. But the quicker he drops, the quicker he runs out of shit to talk about. So because Drake's pen is nice, but it's not long. So
Yeah.
if he can get Drake to, start writing shit down, he'll run out of things to write down. And then now it just gives Kendrick this like free canvas to just like, all right, I'm gonna just do my thing. I'm gonna drop, how Kendrick has like six different voices. I'm gonna do it in this voice. I'm gonna do it upbeat. I'm gonna give him a
Yeah.
bop. I'm gonna give him a therapy session, yada yada yada. So like I feel like that was the perfect bait and switch right there.
Family
He
matters.
did.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he did kind of attack him on all fronts. Like, and looking at all of the songs, it started off with like the hit verse, and then Euphoria was like a, a good diss, a really good like just kind of not straightforward, but it was just like a diss song. And then 616 is like the soulful, like lyrical, slow,
Bro, but that
mellow. And
616, bro.
then
Yeah,
killing him at his own game with the timestamp, bro.
Yeah, with the
yeah.
timestamp, like he just attacked him on all fronts, and I think no, but I do agree with Eddie saying 616 is probably the most important one, even though it may not be the best song.
When you go
But
back and look at it, yeah, when you go back and look at it, it's an
yeah,
introduction. It's an introduction to all like he's let yeah, just like y'all said, he's like going back, you're like, oh shit, he let this nigga know. Yeah, I'm about to just unload, and if we gonna get into it, and it's like,
yeah, I think that so what the narrative is that he had a mole or whatever, he knew what the song was going to be about when he dropped whatever the case. I think if that's true, he dropped 616 because he wanted to do the Meet the Grams. Like 616 is the setup, it's the bait, and then Meet the Grams is
hit the grass.
the grenade. Yeah, yeah. I think that was just part of the plan. But Meet the Grams, I think, was the the original like plan. Like he just wanted to get to Meet the Grams for sure. But
That was
what were you gonna say about it?
um. No, I agree. So after 616, Family Matters comes, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
or
Family Matters, Drake
okay,
song.
Drake song. I feel like, and that was the one with the video, right?
Yep.
Now from now we expand. I don't know. I felt like that was like I got like video wise. I'm like that shit was kind of hard. Like the rebuttal cinematically, and then like I don't know. The raps was kind of whatever. Like I don't know if it. I'm looking like if I look at it from an artist perspective, it's like to me it kind of looked like Drake kind of just picked it up, like, oh shit, kind of picked up the pen real quick, and like, he's like, you scrambling, but it made me look at Drake's pen like, oh shit, he's really doing this in real time, in real time. Like this
Yeah,
shit is like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So I was
yeah,
like,
I
okay,
get that.
kudos to him, you know what I mean? Because some of the bars is like, like,
Isn't that
okay,
his
but
thing though? Now I'm not trying to discredit him, but isn't Drake's thing like the way he works? Isn't that like the legendary thing with
No,
Drake is how much and how fast he puts out
no, no,
music?
no, 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 no. Jay, I think I know what Jason's talking about. It's like the thing is, I get what you're saying, Sean. He music after music, but this is different because now it's causing Drake to think. Like when
yeah,
he's writing
Okay.
song after song, he and pumping out music, he's kind of just like, okay, I'm gonna talk about bitches in this one. I'm gonna talk about all the rappers,
Yeah.
no friends in the industry. But on this one,
yeah,
he actually has to like process. Okay, this is what Kendrick said. This is what Kendrick might say.
Okay.
Now I gotta quickly
You
fight.
saw
yeah,
another
Yeah,
you
it's
saw
almost like
another
it's almost like we're seeing
yeah.
these two dudes battle in real time.
and but he's really reacting to Kendrick,
Yeah,
like. And
Hmm.
so I'm like, okay,
Rebuttal. Yeah.
he's swinging back. So I'm like, okay, like I respect the swinging back, but like as far as it like being enough to like knock this nigga out, no. Like, but as far as like, okay, you got this nigga's van, you got the Good Kid, Mad City van, you put it in a trash compactor, you went to New Ho King, ate there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you found time to do that, and you went to the studio, wrote on that shit, and it was a long song. Like he barred up.
And
Like
and it was dope. I liked all three of the beats. I like the only thing I didn't like about Family Matters is that he didn't focus on Kendrick.
now the
I,
thing is,
f-
yeah,
I feel
that's
like a lot of people are
yeah,
saying that, but at this point in time, it's kind of like you can get back to the other people later. Kendrick is the one
yeah.
with the foot on your
but
neck
again,
right now.
that's where that point comes across that
And
his pain game is not that deep. His pain game is not that long.
So isn't
another
it
thing
what?
I want to point out real quick, another thing I want to point out too is that you were specifically baiting Kendrick. Even after Ross dropped, you dropped two Kendrick directed disses. So when Kendrick drops two disses back, why are you still dissing Metro? Why
Why
are
are
you
you out
still
here
dissing the
still that?
weekend? Because you made it a me and Kendrick thing exact, and
Yeah.
then it was kind of like I don't know. Like I felt
So
like he just He kind of
So
dropped the ball with the content.
so yeah, like so that, and I guess that to me that points out to the more of the real timeness of it. Like, all right, we got to get it out. I'll just shoot some bars here. I'll spread some bars out here. Still get it. That'll help me transition to this part. Like, I'm thinking of like, okay, I need to get back at this nigga. I need to get back at this nigga. Like, just reaching for whatever. So it's like, but then this nigga Kendrick is doing the same. He's responding in real time too,
Mhm.
on a whole nother level.
I don't think anybody thought he was gonna do that. So, and that's what I think the genius is about Meet the Grams, because um, even if the one verse is not true or whatever the case may be, and people want to put all the weight of the battle on that one verse, which I think is stupid, but even if that's not true, it still neutralized Family Matters, which is Drake's strongest song during this battle. That's his best song, by not even close. So just Meet the Grams, even if it's not true, it neutralizes and deads all the hype 30 minutes later.
Yeah, it's
And that's what I don't think, like Meet the Grams, everybody's putting it like putting the weight of Meet the Grams on like, oh, he said he has a father or he dissected him and all of this. And as much as I like that song, I think it was more, the most important thing is that it took the energy away from Family Matters more than being this like super scathing diss track.
yeah, it
I
was.
think that move wins him the battle. Because think about it, if Family Matters can sit for two more days, 3 more days, it looks very different.
I don't think it wins the battle, but I mean, I think it has a bigger impact. That's for sure. Uh, but I don't think it wins the battle because I mean, again, it's like we're trying to hear Drake rap. We're not trying to hear another bop.
Yeah,
And he the song was hard. The song goes, but again, major mistake. He again concentrated on the other dudes when it should have been strictly focused at Kendrick. But so I mean, I don't know. I think Kendrick. I mean, if Kendrick didn't drop, Meet the Grams or Not One of Us, I think he still would have came back with something just as potent. So, but
yeah. I think Not Like Us kind of like, and we haven't even got to that. We talked about damn near every other song, but I think Not Like Us is kind of like that's the nail in the coffin, because Kendrick had kind of already done what most people thought he was gonna do, and that was like lyrically break him down. And then you come with probably the fucking song, like that's the number one song in the world right now. Like you come with such a bop like that, like it's going insane. So, and like you've already done almost damn near every style of diss there is, and then you end it with a fucking banger like that, with an all-time great.
So after Meet the Grams, Drake didn't have nothing after that, right? Besides,
So
before the
no, he
hard part
didn't
six, before the hard part six, right?
because
no,
the heart part six was like
there was a Buried Alive that dropped too.
the which one?
You
Oh,
guys remember Buried Alive, which is I don't
wait.
know,
The one that was on Drake's Instagram, the interlude or whatever.
yeah.
That I don't
Which
think.
Buried Alive interlude was Kendrick on Take
Yeah,
Care.
yeah.
That was the Buried Alive interlude. It was Kendrick rapping on Take
But
Care. I
I don't
don't
really
know if
count.
that counts.
I don't really
Okay,
count. That's
I'm not
one.
gonna
That's
count
all
it.
one because they simultaneously dropped because he put Family Matters as like, hey, the song is out now. But on the cover of the Family Matters like post was that song playing, so they kind of like meshed
Yeah,
into
yeah,
one.
yeah.
So
I just want to mention it because
he
it
didn't
was a
have
drop.
anything planned after Family Matters. Like
Hmm.
That was
that
it.
the hard part
Yeah.
six was the response to yeah.
And so yeah, so once it got to the hard part six, I was like Not Like Us, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
like either Drake is gonna like, okay, I thought like, okay, now we doing hit for hit. I'm like, okay, Drake, now we in your territory. Like, go hit for hit with this nigga then. Make a bop. And it's like, I was
that's
like,
what he
okay,
thought Family Matters was.
damn, if that's the
But
and that's kind of
or was he thinking Kendrick is rapping like this on these other songs, then I got to get into that element because everybody was asking for, timestamp Drake and all this other stuff. And as soon as Drake fell into the I'm gonna try to rap with him, then Kendrick drops a hit when Drake's not even thinking about making a hit because of the criticisms online, which we know he was watching very closely.
Hey, you know what I'm pissed off about? Even this is really good play by Drake, but I'm pissed off because does Kendrick continue with the Heart Saga? Can he really call it the Heart Six
Yeah,
anymore?
I thought about that too.
and I was just gonna say, yeah, can he like
Like, does he
can he
say
He
even
can flip.
gonna
He can flip the name though. He can flip the name. He can't do Hard Part Six probably. Unless I
what
don't
do you
know.
flip
Did it
the
drop
name?
on DSPs?
is it on that's what I was gonna say. If it's on
No,
If
DSPs,
it's on
no,
DSPs, he can't do it.
no. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the DSP stuff. I'm talking about just from like continue his saga, just like because he could call it the Heart Part
Yeah,
Six. He could call
that's
it,
what we
but
said.
I'm saying
he could call it the Hard Part Six, but he could flip the name to make the Hard Part Six like less,
less what?
he- like less effective.
What do
It
you
could
mean less?
be called something. It could be called something different. He could add something to the title,
No, but what
like
I'm saying is like what I'm saying is like I'm saying like Drake already took that shine away. You know,
I don't
I
know.
like how I felt that was I felt
Yeah,
like that was smart.
Drake
it
took
was
that
a good
shine
move.
away.
It was a very good
Like
move.
because I
Very
know
good
you're
move.
Yeah, but you know
like
what's
I know it's
crazy?
coming.
The whole internet was telling him to do that. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
It's like
that's what. Yeah,
that's why this rap was like fucking kind of like this beef was kind of on Drake's part was kind of corny because like the Heart Part 6 he basically took a bunch of Twitter rumors and ran with it and used that as his like talking points, and then the whole internet was telling him he needs to timestamp Drake, he needs to do like the Heart Part 6, some shit like that, and then he got that from the internet too. You know damn well he
Okay,
read the internet.
but think about this,
yeah.
bro. You got
That's
to think about this. You're, I know, and like this is me thinking if I'm Drake, if I'm in Drake's shoes, all right, like I'm not really fucking worried. I'm not looking. I'm not really even thinking about this guy. First off, he fucking shoots a shot at me. I go out like I'm not even really trying to worry about this nigga. Like fuck this nigga. I'm rich. Nigga, everyone's telling you now, get at this nigga. Like, you getting at this nigga, now you kind of like, all right, like, do I start looking for shit? Oh, shit. Niggas is just feeding you information. Like, all right, let's just run with it. Like,
nah.
and since rap, and since we just, let's look for an angle, like, they just, you feed it, it's almost like because it's your fans that are talking to you. Like, you kind of catering to your fans in a way through this beef. Like, it almost become like the interaction of it, you know what I'm saying? Using shit. And like I can kind of
And that's
see,
what. Yeah,
you know what I mean, just the real time of it as far as like just scrambling for just whatever to just get it back quick, like just to load ammo quick. Like I could kind of see like how it's like, all right, yeah, like niggas is feeding me shit. Let me look into this shit. Like I'm in it. My
but
niggas
I
is
feel like that's the reason that this hurt him. Because
Okay.
at the end of the
yeah,
day, it
okay.
hurt him because you're so used to looking online, pandering to the fans, and making music that they want to hear, rather than somebody like a Pusha or a Kendrick who make what they want and push whatever they feel pushes their pen forward or pushes their creativity forward. You're so used to looking online and saying, "Okay, I'm gonna do that because they like it," and then you do it, they like it, then you do it like you know what I'm saying, like where you how you create as an artist. We saw the differences right here. Kendrick was able to do damn near like we talked about earlier, every different type of disc. Drake only had one lane to be in.
I see, but I look at it as like a nigga that's not turning like didn't really want to fade that nigga. Tried to low key just like whatever nigga, but like nigga
Yeah,
punched you
try
in the
to
face. So it's like
little
now
dog
you
you. Yeah,
now you got to swing back, and it's kind of like you just like I could just see it like fuck it, like not like oh I'm gonna just do what they want, but just like fuck it, like give me this. Let me just look for an angle. Like I'm not really trying to really dig in this nigga's life and look and all that. Like I could see that him just like all right, let me just take all these Twitter. Like the internet will come to me. You know what I mean? Like when you that big
that's
of
where
a
you
fucking
mess up
artist,
though,
like
and that's why he messed up.
Man, what do
but
you mean you can see him do that? That
I could
is the
see, bro. Their feet is
bro.
like
If he's really
internet is.
doing that, that shit is so whack.
But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give perspective of, because I'm just looking at it like this nigga
Can I tell
Drake
you something,
not.
bro? I don't
Go
rap.
ahead.
I don't know much about beat, but remember when he says like, "Hey, what do you say? Something about Kendrick opening his mouth. Someone hand him a Grammy." That was actually really funny. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
why not just take that angle? Why not make fun of like why not shoot on him for how conscious he is?
Could
You
have little
know,
dogged him. Yeah,
like you got to appease your fan base, you know? So you got to get your fan base to like riled up so that you can kind of like get the edge over him. You know, so why not make fun of him that you know he's a conscious rapper? Why not keep making fun of him that his aunt is a tranny or some like that? You know, like
because his meme raps wasn't working. That's what
yeah,
everybody was saying online, and he's looking online. And once Kendrick dropped Euphoria and then dropped 616, they was like, "Oh, the little funny raps and all that shit, making fun of him is not going to work with Kendrick." And he listened to that. He literally listened to every narrative about this beef that was on the internet and made a song like in that way. It was
have so
that's
whack.
what I don't. Yeah, I don't really care for
He
that
had
part,
Twitter.
but he
Twitter were
had
his
good
ghostwriters.
songs.
Twitter was his ghostwriters.
yeah.
Look,
That's I mean that's what I see is just
yeah.
I saw a guy who scrambled and just grabbed a bunch of yeah. He just that's what I just see like yeah he grabbed all of that and just boom 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 just put it out. And I mean that's just what I see what he did. Do I
And he
agree
did
with
it
it?
so
Do I
much
fuck
he
with it?
ended up,
Like
yeah,
you know what I
I
mean? I
feel you.
don't. Yeah. Just oh go ahead though.
No, 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 my bad. I cut you off. I was
No,
just
that
gonna
was.
say, I was gonna say, damn, what was I gonna say? Like,
Y'all, y'all two bozos cut each other off so much, y'all forgot what
and
We like triple cutoff. Like fuck.
uh, it's
y'all
all good.
can
Oh man, no, but what I was gonna say is, he just listened too much to the internet, pretty much, and I think that's what cost him the battle because then you ended up contradicting yourself as well with the whole whoever fed you this information basically is like a hoe or whatever. I forget the exact lyric. And then 2 days later is, oh, we plotted for a week and fed you misinformation. Like you just
Yeah.
blatantly lied and showed that you were looking at the internet.
Yeah. Hey Kendrick, you could just tell Kendrick off top just the strategy of a seasoned roaster. Like his approach to this. One thing I know is when you roasting a nigga, is that even when a motherfucker's jabbing at you, if you have that angle and you just fucking double down on that shit, that little little dick ass nigga, big head ass nigga, like you just keep going, nigga. Eventually, that shit'll gain momentum, bro. And he just, I feel like on like he was pushing that shit on fucking Meet the Grams and all that, and then he just came back on it with Not Like Us, nigga, with the A minor, and just he started making it funny. Like he
Yeah.
got funny on that nigga, and it's like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, I was just looking at it like, yeah, Kendrick, yeah. He just went he started having fun with this nigga, like really started playing with him on Not Like Us. And it's like once you get to that playful shit and everybody join, once it's fun to make fun of you, now once it's fun to make he
Yeah.
made it fun. Like first he was just roasting. First he was like, "Ooh, we was just impressed." Like, "Wow, wow, wow." Then he's like, "Hey, y'all, come on, it's fun. Let's all do it, nigga. We out here like, you a pedophile, you a
OV
pedophile. We out here, oh, like just really." He made it fun. I'm like, damn, nigga, it's done now. Like, how do you? So like, I don't know the heart. Like I was hoping Drake was gonna come back with a banger, but the Heart Part Six is like like he did, like you say, he took the name like fuck you nigga, like socked him and like left, like you could have this shit, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is so weird for somebody who spent like 2 weeks begging for him to drop. And then he starts dropping constantly. And you like, I don't want to do this no more. It's
Like
too
dog, I'm
much.
tired. Yeah,
He
like
basically said it's too much.
this is like he's like you trying to you got it burnt out and shit, nigga. Like no,
Yeah.
nigga,
Yeah, he did.
what?
He really did say you burnt it out.
Like
I
come on, man.
saw I saw something that makes a lot of sense. Like I guess maybe hip hop fans don't want to hear, but I think it was Elliot Wilson where he said that Drake is bowing out because the allegations are like too harsh and his partners, like all of his
Yeah,
brand deals and stuff like that, he wanted to protect that part of it without having to explain himself to them.
I
Where he could
doubt
just
that.
be like, "Oh, it's just a little rap beef," and now, but I just thought it was a little bit of out of the box thinking by Elliot.
Hey, and that so
Because then when people start digging,
they
you
gonna
know,
and it's
either
out
they
there
not
too.
gonna find
Yeah.
something or they're gonna, they're gonna start connecting dots. Not
Yeah.
saying they would find something, but yeah,
It's a rabbit hole of the fight. It's out there.
yeah,
That shit is out there, and it don't look good.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
don't look good. Like it's yeah. So um, I don't know. And then the whole thing was like you just sound like he had his back against the wall the whole time. Like like he's blocking the shit like
He's like, no, I'm
confidently, but
not.
yeah,
He's
like
like, yes,
no,
you
bro,
are.
this is
No, I'm
like
not. And then
if I
left.
was, I'd be in jail. Like nothing. Like it's like,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Like nigga. This is a battle, nigga. Like all of it. It's like okay. It looked a little. It looked a little. It didn't look too good, but that nigga Drake lost for sure.
How do y'all feel about the whole the angle that Drake brought up for Kendrick as far as the day free stuff and then the domestic abuse?
it's a good. It just it's a. I mean, he had to get disrespectful. Just like how
Yeah,
Kendrick got disrespectful with it, disrespectful with him. So I mean,
yeah.
bro, he had to
All
find an
fair.
like yeah, like him saying he beats up his fiance, that's Dave Free's kid, yada yada yada. So it's just him just being disrespectful just as much.
He does the petty, and then Drake does his petty shit. He got the
Yeah.
picture of the comment, all that, and rapping about
Hey, do you know what picture that was?
Which one?
The picture of the comment.
Which one? Which one
With
was
the
it?
original post.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dave Free post. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh.
Damn, bro.
I
So
want to know, like I want to know what the picture looked like that he put the hard hands and the emoji.
I thought I didn't even know which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly which one.
Do y'all follow
I want to
Kendrick's
say,
like oh go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do y'all follow Kendrick's like his burner account, whatever, that JoJo Ruski, whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should be
yeah.
funny. I barely found that shit like amidst the beef. I'm late as fuck on shit. Well, that's like a dog got a gram.
So they call do the right thing.
No.
You know what? I could just tell as far as like this is I'm gonna have to put a lot of energy here. Like everything, like when you think about like, all right, y'all, like tour dates, whatever videos we was gonna shoot, all of this other shit, the meetings that I might have had with other artists, we gotta put all that shit on hold because I gotta fire back at this nigga. Like, cause I got a long, like when I don't know, when I look at
Hey,
it like that, like all the shit, like imagine all the shit that just went on hold for niggas, for a week. Like we gotta push it on hold because or you still trying to balance all that and you trying to still fucking take a nigga head off. Like,
I feel
you know
like
what I
they
mean?
always creating though. Even when they on the road in between stuff, I feel like people like him are always creating.
But it's like dish, like you really, I mean,
Yeah,
that type of mode, like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? Cole, like, that nigga trying to chill with his kids and trying to, keep it peaceful. I think he saw it. I think he saw where it was gonna go. And like I said, I think the angle that Cole took was like he came off a little. He didn't keep it lyrical. He like really went at that nigga life, like really on some like I don't like you shit. Like came off like I don't fuck with you type shit.
that that
Like
that song is
Cole
so
wasn't
funny.
ready
That
to
song
end
is
her.
so funny now.
But yeah, but it's like now, but when you look at it, I can tell Cole's like, I don't want to end my friendship with this nigga over some like, so he
yeah.
did what he did. That nigga manned up and did that. But like, I think he knew he was gonna hear some shit. It's like, I'm just more of like, what is Cole gonna drop next? Like, where do you go from here? I know I
I
said
feel
that
like he could
before.
drop whatever.
What I mean, his next drop is the fall off.
Yeah, I feel like, but I'm just saying, I feel like after seeing this play out, I feel like most of hip hop is just like, oh well, like I don't think people put as much weight on that apology anymore because of how bad this got.
But then it's gonna, it's gotta be that we want Cole's opinion on it. The guy who,
Yeah,
you know,
I think Kendrick is probably most disappointed
because Kendrick
Nah,
because
wanted
I
to
think he saw
Cole.
an opportunity
no,
to
I don't.
one
I
v
don't think.
two.
I I don't think he cares. I don't think he sees Cole as much of a worthy adversary as he sees Drake because Drake is funded by the media. He's like backed by the elites. So I think with the whole Cole thing, like yeah, he probably wanted to test it against two people, but I think he didn't really care about Cole, to be honest.
I think he did. I think he did. But it was like to me, it just looked like a guy who jumped in the ring with his gloves on, and Cole got punched a couple times and took his gloves off.
If he did, he would have dropped.
You
He would have name dropped him on at least one of those songs.
think
Like
so?
like calling him like calling him a bitch for backing out, something like that.
Man. Uh,
But he left them
Yeah,
completely alone because think about
yeah,
it.
that
Think about it.
apology,
Think
bro.
about
That
it. I don't
apology,
care.
like,
I don't care if he apologized, but he responded. He still responded to that song. He still responded to that song, even though
wait,
he
wait, wait,
took
wait, wait,
hmm
wait, wait. When did he? Wait. Just bring me back to speed. When did he
7 minute
respond?
drill.
Say, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Cole responded, but like,
Yeah, so to me, the fact that Kendrick didn't even I don't care if he apologized, the fact that Kendrick didn't even respond to 7 minute drill tells me that or kind of makes me feel that he didn't really care about Cole. He wanted
he
Drake.
gave
no, Cole respond.
he
No,
gave
it
him
was that
the
apology. The apology stopped
he
that, man. I'm telling
I
you,
don't
like,
he gave
it
him the
was
yeah,
YNW Melly
hey,
line
hey.
still. He
It,
still gave him the
it's
YNW Melly.
okay,
That was a bar
exactly.
too. That
Exactly,
was,
yeah.
exactly. Exactly,
but
but
then he
he didn't
left him alone. Yeah,
yeah, he left him alone, but like that's what I'm saying. I don't think he really cared about Cole. Bro, if
yeah.
you look at the interview with Marcellus Wiley, like the where he talks about how they got into a fight on ESPN, bro, I think this has always been about Drake and Kendrick. It's them
100%.
two. Because even though they are the big three, Drake and Kendrick are like here, but like Cole is in like third place, but like he's like down here.
Cole's a third now. He's a
He's like
third
a
now.
distant third though. He's like a distant third.
Yeah, I
He's
think people already always looked at him as like a
Yeah,
distant third because he
yeah.
was like kind of both of both best of both worlds, but he wasn't better at the thing like that Drake does or the thing that Kendrick does. Like he never really rapped better than Kendrick,
You
except
know
for
who he is? You
recently,
know who he
and then
is?
he never really made hits as good as Drake.
It's like Jason Tatum,
come
Jason
on now.
Tatum, Jason Tatum and Jokic, and then like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler does everything well, but he's like a distance to Jokic and Jason Tatum.
I
Nah,
would give
he's a
Cole
little
better than Jimmy
yeah,
Butler, but
he's
yeah,
better than
I see what
Jimmy.
you're
He's a
trying to
little better
say.
than Jimmy. Like,
I see what you're trying to say is the distance between
yeah.
one and two might have been bigger than maybe people. I don't know if they realized or if they thought, or whatever the case. But I see what you're saying.
Like,
Is that a realization now though, or is that y'all feel like that was always the case? Or Jason, do you even agree with that?
um, I think Cole a little like he just cause just cause of this. Yeah, it's a little distant now because it's like I don't know. Because at the same time, it's like you did swing back, bro, but you chose. It's like you swung back, so we know the ability is there. You know what I mean? Like I know it's in you, and I know that he got it. So it's weird for me to just count a nigga out. It's really just off of like my selfish wanting for him to choose violence. Like, but we know the nigga's good for it. So it's
Yeah,
like he just didn't do what we wanted him to do. But he did do what we wanted him to do, and then he opted out. So it's like, you know what I mean? Is he better off for it? Do we respect Drake more for at least swinging? But look, we can't. Like, do we respect Drake for not turning down a fade? But
Hey,
look what else happened. Look at the
we
consequences
respect
of that. Nigga,
we're
OVO,
yeah,
pedophile
we
accusations. Like,
respect Drake for not turning on the fade, but it's still another blemish, a stain because he's had two back to back L's when it comes to
yeah,
rap beef. Because it goes now that Meek Mill beef gets watered down because now you're going up against two dudes who are really really nice with the pen, super nice,
yeah,
and
yeah,
worthy adversaries. So now you
yeah,
look at that, and now you look at how Meek is now. With like how he is with the
yeah.
whole Diddy thing.
it's
Now
very different. Yeah,
you look at him as a joke. You look at him as a joke. Like he was never formidable.
I mean, Drake ain't never turned down a fade though. I will say that. And then Kendrick, he was avoiding Kendrick for a minute, and he finally
That's the
was
thing
like, you
too.
know what?
That's the thing too. He didn't turn down the fade. He didn't turn down the fade, but he was running from the fade for a cool minute.
For a minute, and he
And
finally went at him. So
I think the L from Pusha forced him into a corner and forced him to finally square up.
yeah.
yeah,
Now you got the narrative of you can't hang with real pins,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
which
Yeah,
yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I personally thought that all along, but I mean, I don't know if it's fair or not, but I think that narrative is gonna probably follow him. But I think that everybody kind of respects him a little more because the
Hey,
stuff that he dropped wasn't bad,
hey,
except for the
talk.
Heart Part Six. The Heart Part Six is probably
hey!
going to go down as one of the worst
Is
ones.
everything that Drake produced was that all produced by 40?
I don't know.
Who produced
In
all his
this,
diss songs? Yeah, all his
in
diss
this,
songs.
I've never even looked at the credits. I've only watched it on YouTube. I haven't opened it up on Tidal or anything if it's on there.
We need a computer guy. We need somebody we can just
Yeah,
Well, like Jamie from Joe Rogan.
fucking
yeah,
somebody. But
exactly
also,
like that.
we got to recruit. We
Exactly
got.
like Jamie. Jamie Nice. He's
But
nice with the
Oh,
back to
Googles.
yeah.
Push-ups was produced by DJ Who Kid.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn. I get.
because
Yeah.
at the beginning of the song, it's his moniker, Who Kid. He says that. I literally just
Oh
heard it.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
I guess I want to touch back on Cole with like. So yeah, I don't know. Like the shit that was uncovered, and I feel like Cole knew like that like shit was gonna get uncovered, and I feel like he really like was like I need to just protect my life because this shit could go.
you think
I
one of
just
them told him? Like
I
made
think he.
made the little homie go back inside or go back on the porch.
All right,
That
get
would
out of
be
here. It's
crazy.
about to get ugly.
Yeah. I
Like
hope I don't know, man. I
fucking
need I still need Cole to swing on something.
because you got like, I think you think Reason told them niggas. You think Reason? You think
I
Reason?
don't think
Who
I don't
who
think
is the
Reason
mole?
and Kendrick is I don't think Reason and Kendrick is that close.
You believe SZA snitched?
That's a narrative. It's a narrative of
They were
Sizzle was
saying
snitching.
SZA. They were saying SZA was the mole. She was because she was in the Rich Baby Daddy video.
And they had a song on Drake's last album. They kind of worked together a little bit,
I think it's
but
Sexy Red. I think it was Sexy Red.
I think Sexy Red did it for a
She
bag.
too. She Sexy Red too nonchalant. Like I don't know what she thinking. Like she got that resting bitch face. Like
You
she
get that shit for
never
$25.
hey. I feel like Sexy Red hit Sizzle like bitch. This nigga Drake finna got this going at Kenny, and then Sizzle was like, all right, for sure. Like I feel like hey, you got to remember the ladies be working
And
too,
Philip,
man.
that supposedly, hey, you said he never ran from a fade. Is he going to respond in the future?
I feel like he didn't do that on Family Matters.
He did. He
Push
just said
ups,
he did.
but he
He
said
just
it hurt.
yeah. Like I think he like he still
It's
doesn't
Drake.
understand. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand why. He doesn't understand why they're beefing or why like you know.
Like why you want to just why you coming against it? And I also understand that approach. Like at the same time, nigga, like he was it. Like a lot of niggas was just swinging on him. You know what I mean? I can see Drake like fuck it, like with the Canadian accent. Like I'm just gonna respond to all of it. You know, like
What the hell
and then
accent was that?
I don't know. That was
What the
before he
hell
was Canadian.
was that?
That was
That
like
sounded
Toronto accent. Like
Mexican.
I'm just gonna yeah. I'm just all right.
What?
I don't.
Stop.
What's that? Did you just bang on me?
Hey, fam. Hey, Crody. Hey, chill out, Crody. Chill out, Crody.
No,
All right, fam. Like, I'm just gonna
bro.
diss them all.
Hey,
Hold on.
not even to make fun of them, but they sound like Irish people, huh? Like the accent a little
No,
bit.
no.
So that should sound Irish to me. I don't know why.
Probably, fam.
Bro, you are embarrassing me right now.
Don't. Hey. You can't see me as Canadian,
Oh,
nigga. All right, whatever.
yeah.
Need to chill, fam. Too much. You seem angry, fam.
What's the
Angry,
chances
Crody.
of somebody dropping a new song?
45% chance.
We ain't gonna see Kendrick
45.
for a minute, nigga. Or Kendrick either gonna
You don't think
drop
so?
or
I I,
Yeah,
I
I
would
feel like he
want
gonna
Kendrick
drop.
to drop one more. I would want Kendrick to drop one more.
You think he'd do a victory lap?
I don't know. I don't
he
think he
do.
will. I don't think he will because I think Kendrick sees the writing on the wall. I think Kendrick sees that it's done. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Let me.
I agree with that because there was a lot of people saying yesterday that he was actually going to drop, but maybe because of the reaction the Heart Part 6 got, he decided not to drop again.
I think we're gonna
What
get
if we never hear that song?
Which one?
The one he was supposed to drop last night.
That's all right. Probably
it's
just hold
okay,
it.
but like
But just put it in your back pocket. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
like just always keep that bullet there, like nigga, I'll do it. Like just remember, just keep
He said, "I'll do it."
I'll do it. You know I will. Like but now it just solidifies like no one's probably ever gonna fuck with Kendrick again for a while. Or it's gonna be a
I
young
don't
buck.
know. Yeah.
I feel like Jid wants smoke. Like Jid is somewhere. I feel like Cole is constantly just talking to Jid like, hey man, we're not doing it. Just chill. Like
Just sound too much like
Hey, did
Kendrick.
y'all
I
hear?
think that would be
I
a
don't know
weird
how
beef.
true do y'all think this is, but did y'all hear that it was Schoolboy Q who told Drake to take a seat?
Oh, really? Like he called him and told him,
Yeah, like
don't do no
yeah,
more?
that was on
Or contacted him, however?
yeah, Schoolboy Q. That's the rumor. It's a rumor online, so I don't know if it's true. But
Told him to stop.
but the reason I say it's true is because it came from two sources. So that
Okay.
Schoolboy was the one that contacted him and told him like, hey man, you should kind of just like back off and just chill.
Cause that is not gonna
I
stop.
think
Like
he
imagine
knew
if Kim was
like
like, "Hey,
this
this
dude
nigga
he
Dot is
possessed
not
over
gonna
here.
stop,
Like
bro."
I've seen this look before. He not playing.
And that nigga
He
Q
in
is
here
like,
writing
"Nigga,
another one.
yeah, he like the furniture is levitating over here, nigga. You need to stop." Like,
And you know what's crazy?
Hey, I'm trying to
You
tell
know
you.
what's crazy is that J Cole would be an easy target for Kendrick without digging any info because
nah.
because like Cole like grew up in the suburbs and like he wanted to be a
Yeah,
basketball career. He would like that like so it'd be easy. I feel like it'd be easy pickings for Kendrick to shoot on him.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know
you
though
talk. I
because I
feel
feel
like yeah. You talk
What?
about J Cole. You talk about J Cole, Mama. I feel like J Cole just gonna straight up try to run a real fade. Like the second you talk about J Cole, love his
You
mama,
think
bro.
that's the
Like
case after he apologized? Like, come on, man. He
I
don't
think he
want.
apologized before that nigga could start talking about his mama.
Doesn't
Before
matter
it could even get
because
there.
that's not his energy
nah.
though. So that shows his personality. That shows he's not gonna try to fade you. He's not.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it would have got to like mamas and shit with
Yeah,
J.
I don't
Cole.
think it would
I think
exactly.
it would have been like it would have been a
Exactly.
lot more like serious because they were rapping, but I feel like it would be not as like deep though between Kendrick and Cole. I felt like it would have just been like who rap better.
nah,
And
that
then we're
shit
gonna
would have
throw in
got.
some shit. I'm gonna throw in your stats. I'm gonna throw in
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like Kendrick could have
I
talked
might
about his
call
stats
you a halfway
because like
culture vulture or some
It
shit.
didn't.
J
It
Cole's
didn't happen like that. 7 minute drill happened different. He went personal. He was getting
where'd he
He
go
didn't go
personal.
personal?
that. He didn't go that
Where'd
personal.
he go
He didn't go
He
personal?
that
didn't.
personal.
Where'd he go
It was on.
personal?
It was on some like
He talked about his albums.
yeah, like yo out, but like the way he was
He
doing it,
just
like
attacked him musically.
Yeah,
that. Yeah, but
exactly.
nah, but it sounded like Cole was harboring shit. Like I never really fucked with your shit hella like that. Like
Yeah,
it
okay.
was.
But he just lied to himself.
It sounded.
Yeah.
It sounded. Yeah, that's what. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why he apologized because he's like, this shit ain't even me.
Well,
Every
I don't
rap
even
beef is
feel
that,
lying
like
to
this.
themselves.
What
You
the
think Jay Z and Nas went from starting their beef over a studio session they were supposed to work together with to his music is trash? Like they lied like
Cole,
hell in theirs too when they said they was
yeah,
trash.
yeah, and
They
then them
loved each
niggas,
other's music.
and then them niggas did, but them niggas didn't talk for years, nigga. Cole still want to be cool
no,
with
but
Kendrick. He still want to be able to hit that nigga and talk to that nigga, chill
It
with
would
that
have
nigga. Like
never got there.
I don't
it,
think so
I just
either.
personally don't think
I
so.
don't think
I
so
don't think it
either.
would have ever got to that point.
that's what, bro. That's what we think. But I'm telling you, that's why Cole backed out because he like, I'm preserving the
The
friendship.
anger Kendrick and Drake have is so like long built up and like so many shots. Like they've had a lot of time to hate each other
That's why
to
Kendrick
where
left
it's
Cole
like I don't
alone
care.
too.
But Kendrick and Cole, they don't have that type of build up. They don't have that type of history. So that's why I think that part was just it was just about rap. I don't think that would have ever got personal
And
like
you know what's
this. Not
crazy?
to this
What's
extent.
crazy? You should have, Sean. You should have played the song because Kendrick Lamar removed all copyright content from his videos. That way, you can play them and without
Yeah.
infringing on copyrights. That's what we should have done.
Yeah. He allowed it.
We
Yeah.
can still we can say we can have a session where we just playing that shit. Fuck it.
That's gangster, bro.
Yeah.
That's where
We could re
Kendrick is like levels ahead of Drake because of shit like that.
It's smoke.
Well,
He wanted to
that's a
spread.
way to beat him in the media. That's a
Mm-hmm.
way to because then you have a lot more YouTubers wanting to react to it and shit like that, and willing to, not just the big ones. So yeah, that's how you win the well, not win, but that's how you kind of get on his level organically, as far as the
So
media goes.
so it's like, like, all right, is it kudos like, Drake wins, but I mean Kendrick wins, but is it kudos to Drake for even going at the God? You know what I mean? Like you going
No,
at
because how many people consider Pusha T like the god? We like Pusha T, but is Pusha T seen as like a top 10
No,
MC?
not at
I
No.
think
all.
he's a
So
Cause
yeah,
they,
you lost to a god, but you also got beat by a mortal too.
yeah, but we talking about Kenny here. We talking about this is
We talking about
A lot of
Pusha.
people,
We talking
yeah,
about
no,
Pusha,
Pusha was
bro.
nice, but
Bro, Pusha. If Pusha and Kendrick went at it, I wouldn't know who would win, bro. Because you want to know why? Because
yeah.
Pusha is dangerous, bro. He's lethal, just as lethal.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't feel like I feel
Bro,
like I would have a winner,
how
but
he
yeah,
how he
it would be
made
good.
how
It
he
would be
made
good.
fun of 40 sickness. That's
Yeah,
diabolical, bro.
The way
yeah, it
Kendrick
would have
would
been a
break
lot.
the way Kendrick would break down the whole case with Pusha T and make Pusha T like makes it he would probably make Pusha T seem like a choir boy, like he wasn't even really in the
Hell
shit.
no,
Like
I
he
don't believe
was
that at all one bit.
dog, like and how I
I
could
don't
I
know.
could see the angle that Dot would take with that, bro. Like
Nah, not at all. That's a horrible angle. Horrible angle.
how is it horrible?
Man, you got a Clipper hat on. That was horrible.
Look at you, dog. Look at you.
That was horrible.
I think Dot would pick that apart. I think Dot would pick that apart.
I don't think so, man.
I think it
I
would be a
think
hell of a back and forth, but
yeah. But then also think that those are two guys that would know how to just like keep it on a roast vibe. Like they would keep it fun.
no, I feel like they get crazy personal too,
I would.
because
I agree.
neither one of them got like a switch where it's like, okay, that's too far.
I agree.
Ah,
I don't,
nah, you're right. You're right.
I
Push
mean, yeah, I
for
don't think either
sure.
one of them got a switch. Hey, you know what, too? I feel like they would take that they would want a W over each other like bad,
Yeah.
like bad because there's so much bragging rights in hip hop.
Yup.
Like for like look at Nas is still sitting on the I beat Jay-Z bragging rights, even though they both gone on to like completely do other shit. It's like 20, 30 years later, we still like Nas beat Jay. You know, that's one of those things where it's like people don't forget. People was bringing up the bridges over during this.
Damn.
Like
It
they
was
was
a
they was bringing up KRS and MC Shannon them during this when it first started. Like, yeah, people don't forget that.
this was a moment nonetheless. I
Yeah,
appreciated it, but at what, it's like damn. Look at yeah. This is they really picked at each other. They tried to pick each other apart. So does that
yeah.
I wonder if anyone yeah. Go ahead.
I wonder who mentions it next. Like if they do chill out, like I wonder if Drake drops an album, does he even mention this?
Yeah, Drake. We're gonna get a lot of petty shots from Drake in the future. Like
Nah, it'll be
that's
like
probably
About Kendrick?
nah. It'll be like some bullshit like
petty shit, petty
I
shit.
overcame so much, but I came back on top. Some shit like that. Like they try to shoot at your boy, but he's still standing. Some
Hmm.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
stuff
Took
like
on the
that.
whole industry and all of that
Yeah.
shit. But
Like got,
or I
Or
got
feel
no,
like
rewind.
no friends in the
yeah,
industry, meanwhile, like, just some stuff like that.
yeah,
He said it weird.
I feel like he might like sweep the Kendrick part under the rug if he does decide to go like back at Metro or say something sly. It don't even have to be like a full diss like how he's been doing, but you know how
Yeah.
he does on his albums. He'll like have some bars, but I feel like he'll sweep the Kendrick thing kind of under the rug with like, yeah, I went back and forth with Compton or whatever, and then like take real actual shots at like somebody like Metro or The Weeknd or somebody if he
Yeah.
was to
Yeah.
do that. Uh,
We might get a betrayal song about Future. But
I
You know
feel
be
like they're
dope.
gonna just sub.
Be dope if he did. What would be dope if he did a timestamp song back in Toronto. So he had what, 5 a.m. in Toronto? That was the first ever timestamp song, right? and then he did like 12 a.m. in Toronto, and he like talks about all of that in the new timestamp song. So like bring it back full circle, you know?
That might
Yeah,
come. That
Because
might come.
yeah.
because Drake's been through hell and back.
He's the
Meet the Grams sound like hell. Nigga.
It's just so
That
funny.
shit is
Like
dark.
it just he's such a drama queen, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they gonna figure out a way to spin this for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna figure a way to spin this L to make it not so bad. Cause like low key, like this shit is kind of bad. Like,
Yeah.
I know we give it like we give Drake props for what he did drop, but like Kenny kind of he kind of fucked him up.
yeah, Kenny
Yeah.
ran up
I
on
ain't
him. Yeah,
gonna
that's the
lie,
thing. It's
he
yeah.
kind of fucked him up.
Respect for
And yeah,
swinging, but you got beat up still. You know,
yeah,
it was like
that's
Eddie Murphy
smart.
in life.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
all right, man. That was the discussion. That was the discussion. Greatest hip hop
Oh.
beef of all time. Damn, we kind of live. We kind of getting old. We kind of live through a lot of this shit. We was lucky alive with Big and Pac.
we was kids, nigga.
We was kids, but we weren't like two. We was like six, seven, eight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, we old enough to remember that shit like real time.
I think hey, real shit. I think because I mean I don't even think I remember the Pac and Big beef. I feel like I was too young. I don't really remember it. But the first beef I was fully immersed in had to been like G Unit versus Murder Inc.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was like our because that was our high school day, middle school.
Yeah, because I don't
Yeah,
remember any beefs in middle school.
I remember. Damn, who do I remember? I'm trying to think. Is M and Cannabis was kind of a thing. LL Cool J and Cannabis too.
Yeah, but I don't
Happened
remember that was
before. I
I
I was kind of
too.
immersed. Yeah, I kind of pay attention just because of M with the cannabis thing, and then
Yeah,
I remember second round knockout in 5 4 3 2 1. I can't
I
remember
only
what years those were.
I only remember those based off the beef DVDs.
Yeah.
I got to
Hey,
those late, but yeah, they
hey,
probably yeah.
that'll be hilarious if a new beef DVD or beef like movie
Hey, they
comes
should.
out.
They
Oh my
should.
god,
That'll
That'll
be
be
fun.
fire.
And cover this whole thing. Cover everybody
Yeah.
all the way back. That'll be dope. I feel like that's gotta happen. Whoever makes beefs, they gotta do that.